Well, good afternoon. It is the 14th of March. This was through a good bit of the day, was a rather uninteresting day for agricultural markets, that being cotton and grain, but it did change here late in the day. We'll go over that. At one point, the cotton market early today was up 80. Then it went from up 80 to down 60, and it's going to close up 44. So we were traveling around a good bit today. Also, I haven't had a chance to make a lot of sense out of this, but right at the very last minute, we saw December cotton really sold off about 50 points in the last 60 seconds. I have no idea what that's about, but that did happen today, and December cotton has been supportive even when the old crop has backed off some days. There's always seems to be support in the new crop, and didn't see that today. Something let go of that market here in the last minute. Let's just go through and see. Cotton up 44 and May cotton at 83.42, a high of 83.87, a low of 82.41. July cotton up 33 at 83.19. December cotton down 50 at let's see, down 50 would be in the area of 77.99. Soybeans down 16 3/4. That market was up 7 about 7 o'clock this morning. It went from up 7 to down 16 3/4 at 10:32, a high of 10:54, a low of 10:31. May corn down 3 1/4 at 388.5, a high of 393 1/4, a low of 388.5. May wheat up 2 1/2 at 489, a high of 490.5, a low of 483. Just a couple of things to consider. Tomorrow is export day, and recently these numbers have been some pretty big numbers. Don't know what we might see tomorrow morning, but it only supports the fact that we could see extreme volatility. Numbers in cotton have been very high. Old crop, new crop, actual shipments. If that continues, we could see this market take off tomorrow morning. On the grain side, it's been more unstable, but we've gotten to really high prices. I know farmers would argue that November soybeans, yeah, they're higher, but they're still not high enough. Well, that market, November soybeans were down 16 1/4 today at 10.27, and 10.40 seemed to not quite good enough. You can imagine what it's going to be like if this thing continues to get hit from these levels. So here's what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting that farmers that are growing this, planning on growing soybeans or corn or cotton or wheat, really consider whether you need to be doing some pricing, hedging some of your crop, contracting some of your crop. These prices don't always come along, and they could definitely sell off from these levels. You need to be very aware of what's going on in these markets, pay attention, and be willing to step up and do some things to protect the crop you've yet to plant. What else have we got? Dollar up 4, crude oil up 14 cents a barrel, gold down $2 an ounce, silver down 8 cents an ounce, Dow Jones down 180. That's dropped 40 points in the last 2 minutes. So that is it. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 7:30, we'll have our Ag Market Network weekly market report brought to you by FiberMax and Stoneville Seed. That could be a critical report, so make sure you join us for that. We'll see you then. Thanks.